are out here arresting people just for breaking the law. Man, these tyrants are out of control, bruh. I thought you were a lawyer, now you say you can rap. Well, I've listened to your record, made me go take a nap. The rhymes you're spitting out, they make you sound like a nut. Your latest track, it's got less views now than Gun Cereal's butt. Well, you say you're just a man who wants to smoke at some weed, but you smoke yourself stupid, boy, get the help that you need. You think you could be like Tom McDonald, be an internet star? The problem is your brain's so tiny, it would fit in this jar.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
You know you were gonna lose.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Now watch me play the blues.
Frivolous lawsuit.
You put against a cat.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Make sure you wear the hat. All parties have been sworn in. I've read your complaint.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
The way it's written, it sounds like you've been smoking paint.
That means
if we have that title to your shit, we will take it.
Oh, come and take it, bitch.
All right. I want your money and I want your dignity, and I'm taking both.
To quote my good friend Artie, come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch.
Come and take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
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 Take it, bitch.
Take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
You're a fucking idiot.
She spit in my face.
Shot, little thick dude.
A woman walks into the ladies' room at the mall. She enters one of these stalls and sits down to begin doing her business. As she starts to pee, she looks down at her shoes and sees a head poking under the stall, looking up at her with a camera. "What are you doing?" she screams, frightened. "I'm recording you," says Denver Metro Audit. "But this is a bathroom," she squeals. "Yes, a public bathroom, and there's no expectation of privacy in public," he tells her. "You don't belong in here," she yelled. "I didn't see any sign saying that," DMA replies. "It says ladies' room right on the door." Maybe it does, but it doesn't say no men allowed, does it?" he asked her. "What? That's stupid," she sputtered. "You're being a Karen about this, and what's stupid is shaving down there," DMA answered, holding his camera up. "If you let that bush grow in, it would create privacy for your hoo-ha like a hedge." She stared down at the activist lying on the filthy floor looking up at her. "A hedge? Look, they should put a lock on that door if they don't want people coming in. They need to create privacy," DMA said. "It says ladies' room. They assume men won't come in here." "Well, they shouldn't assume that. And I can film whatever I can see. It's my First Amendment right as an independent journalist." "Oh, you're a journalist. What are you working on?" she asked, sarcastically, wiping herself. "I can't divulge that information at this time. The story isn't finished yet," he lied as if there were a story. "No expectation of privacy in public," he reiterated. "But I'm in a stall," she cried. "Yes, and look, it's open on the top and the bottom," DMA answered in his thin voice. They need to create more adequate privacy because if I can see it, I can film it. You don't have to like it, but it's my First Amendment right. The conversation droned on like this for a while. The woman on the toilet and DMA on the filthy floor next to the toilet. Finally, the woman says, "Christopher, don't you think this is inappropriate? I'm your mom." And that's a true story. Absolute true story.
Oh man, I love that. That was great. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Rise and Shine with Hezokuai show. That's right, Breakfast with Hezokuai. Welcome. Great to see so many wonderful people here once again. And as per usual, it's a wonderful Tuesday morning. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, have I got a banger of a show for you guys lined up this morning. Ooh-wee, you ain't going to want to miss what we got coming for you today. Anyway, let's see who all's in the house. We got Terry Barnes. Good morning, Hez. Rise and Shine with Hezokuai. Love it. Hi, Kiss. Welcome. Great to see you. Rise and Shine with Hezokuai. Once again, Salacious. What's up? Always good to have you here. Let's see. Nancy Mark Joe. What's up, Nancy? Jimbo. What's up? Little Chihuahua Big World. Welcome back. Good to see you. Let's see who else we got. We got, let's see, Little Chihuahua Jimbo. Terry Barnes. What's up? Out there associates, what's up? Hashtag Rise and Shine with Hezokuai. All right. Nancy Marcho, Terry Barnes, out there associates, what's up? I guess Jimbo Perk, what's up? Jimbo, Terry Barnes. Norfolk Southern Pokey District, what's up? Welcome back. Ain't seen you in a minute. Norfolk Pokey wants a wrench. I could do that for him. He's a good guy. Let's see, where's my, let's see. I got to go back. Where is he? See, it's a little bit different when you're on, let's see. There you go. Because, again, I'm always on, StreamYard when I'm doing this, so I don't have control of the YouTube stuff. But I went back and I took care of it. It's all good now. You got your wrench, homie. All right, Peck, Terry Barnes, Little Chihuahua, Jimbo. P. Barnes II. P. Barnes II. I need you to send me an email at hezokuai@gmail.com. I got to ask you a question. It's not a big deal or anything. It's just something I want to, I want to ask you. That's all. Brian Showman, what's up? Little Chihuahua, Carl's Order of the Squirrels, what's up? Machine Head 58, what's up? Driving in the rain and snow. Oh, be careful, man. Be real careful. You could listen to the audio, man. Don't be watching it. Nicody, what's up? Let's see. Salacious, P. Barnes II, Norfolk. Edward Ketchler, what's up? Actually got up early. Well, that's good because you're not going to want to miss what I got coming. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. I got some good stuff this morning. Terry Barnes, what's up? Jimbo, Carl's Order of the Squirrels, out there, Associates, Nicody. Let's see. Anybody else I missed here? Jimbo, Vestige of Peace. What's up? Let's see. Nils. Hey, what's up? Let's see. Hamburger's down. Oh, man. Well, hey, glad to have you here, man. Glad to have you here. Stay healthy. Good morning, Vestige of Peace. What's up, Salacious? Peck, yeah, I know. Captain Happy, what's up? Let's see. And then, what's up? Good to see you. Scott Ammo, what's up? Good morning, Hezokuai and pals. Rise and Shine with Hezokuai. That's right. Vestige of Peace. Billy Yank, what's up? Terry Barnes, Pat Dagler. Oh, man, so many wonderful people in here this morning. This is great. Let's see. Lars Micah's in the house. What's up, Lars? All right. Oh, Society Red. What's up? Good to see you. Unclean Hands. All right. You thought it was Sunday. It's only Tuesday, dude. Settle down. Pat Dagler, you got a long way to go. Let's see. Little Chihuahua, Terry Barnes, Vestige of Peace. Jimbo. What's up? Let's see who else is in here today. Graham, what's up, Graham Grayford? What's up? The Graham and Bob Show. Check it out. It's a banger. Salacious, Witch of Hearts. What's up? Great to see you. P. Barnes, Lars Peck. All right, now we're all caught up. Ladies and gentlemen, our top story this morning. Holy crap, you guys are going to love this. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Debo's Nation, what's up? All right, so I'm working on my next video right now. And it is
I'm still editing it, so it's not ready yet. But a big chunk of the raw footage that I'm going to use in it, I have to share now. So what I did was I put together just a collection of some of the raw footage that I'm going to be using in my next video, because here's what happened. So for those of you who don't know, the next video I'm working on is going to be the entire Sheridan, Colorado, Denver Metro Audit saga. I'm going to break the whole thing down. But the thing that made me decide to do that was because yesterday, okay, I have to go back for a minute. So a couple of weeks ago, you guys probably saw it. Troll covered it. Everybody covered it. DMA and Regan and all these people went up there and screamed and hooped and hollered and gave a crazy hard time to the board, the entire city council at the city council meeting. So last night was the next city council meeting. Now, DMA, being the idiot he is, didn't realize, take it easy, Lars, didn't realize that the meeting was set up so that if you couldn't attend, you could attend through Zoom. So he spent the first hour of his live stream yesterday explaining that they made it Zoom only to keep us out. They did that on purpose and made it Zoom only and blah, blah, blah. And then, of course, when the meeting actually started, it wasn't. And all these people came up and talked, and it was great. But what happened was a lot of the people who came in to speak yesterday were speaking about how horrible, terrible, and offended they were by what Regan did and by what they did at the last meeting. Salacious is saying she was there. I saw LJ Sings was in there, and it was great. LJ's not here yet, but LJ, she made a comment and set Regan off. And then Regan almost had an aneurysm, screaming and hooping and hollering at LJ Sings, like, I don't know who this is in our chat, but they're a troll, and how dare they? Blah, blah. Oh, it was beautiful. But anyway, so I'm gonna show this little video I made. Like I said, I'm actually working on a proper video about this. This is just the raw footage. But before the DMA stuff starts, there's something else at the very beginning. And it's because it's something I've been talking to you guys about for a while now. So for the past couple videos that Familia TV's been dropping, he's been mentioning like, hey, man, I'm really starting to think that these guys are into some kind of major, like revolutionary thing, trying to do something. And I kept saying, dude, Flex Your Freedoms did this live where he was talking about that, and he deleted it, but I captured it, and I was having trouble playing it for you guys. Well, I finally got that bit ready to go. So it's going to start. You're going to see a little bit of that, and then it's going to go into the DMA thing. And again, right now I'm working on a video about this, but this is just the raw footage I have that I'm going to use in my editing. So it's not perfectly clean and everything, but oh boy, this is going to be something. Ooh-wee. All right, guys, check this out. And I love the way that these people talk when they come up. And again, we're going to start with a little bit about this, and then it's going to go into the DMA thing. And oh man, you're going to love it. All right, let's get this up here. All right, here we go.
All they're doing is causing problems for the almighty dollar. Well, should I say for the clicks and the views, okay? And again, there's a hidden agenda there that I'm not going to get into. I know some of you guys think some of you guys think I've been watching too many conspiracy shows. I honestly believe these guys are recruiting and they're stirring up another revolution.
I'm gonna be thinking of a certain way we can come together as more of a force. I was thinking about some ways we can do that, but right now I think I need to build up my own little freedom fighter. Obviously not a militia, because you can't do that. militia just counts as like militia can't be like I can't remember the terms for it, but it's not a militia. We're just going to have some freedom loving nerds that want to exercise our Second Amendment. If any of you want to do that, I do have another gun. Just don't fucking Chris Kyle my ass. Don't fucking kill me. Cause I will be sad. I'll probably cry right before you kill me. And I'll be like, why'd you betray me, you idiot? And then you'll kill me. So don't do that. You would suck wiener if you did. But if any of you need a gun, hey, I'll let you have my Glock, not have, but use, exercise.
Hi, my name's Reagan, and I'm back. I asked you guys to evaluate.
All right, so real quick, that was the clip that I wanted to show where, that was Flex Your Freedoms, Granny, also Mr. Buttcrack News. Talking about how we need to come together as a force and we got to, express our Second Amendment right. And if you want to use my, it's like, it's bad. So now these are going to be the clips of Regan at the city council meeting and the things she said, followed by the response from the people in Sheridan to this clip. So first, it's going to be 2 clips of her talking and then clips of the people who responded to her talking. And again, this is just the raw footage. I'm working on a video right now where I'm editing this stuff together to actually tell the entire Sheridan story. It's going to have the arrest footage and all that. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Let's get back to this.
Evaluate some things last time I stood up here at the podium. I love, Desiree, how you look down and don't pay attention to anybody that's speaking. Look at you. Look at your snide face. Thank you to the rest of you. Whitaker, I think you show great potential up here, and I want to thank you. I'm reminded, though, that we're at...
And notice the disdain. All the time. It isn't just talking to a cop and not saying officer. Right? They what's up, Scott Ammo? Christopher O'Connor, what's up? They don't, when they're talking to a cop, right? If it's Officer Jones, they just say, all right, Jones, whatever, Jones. And they do that on purpose to be disrespectful. And when they talk to the city council, they don't say Mr. So-and-so or Mrs. So-and-so. They just refer to their last name without a title. They do that on purpose to be disrespectful. It's the disdain, the oh man, these guys are so bad. And everything they do is so specifically planned out. And before all this started, well, I'll get into that before we get into the clips of what happened yesterday. So because this was 2 weeks ago. So let's do that first.
Stasi Junction. This is called Gestapo Junction, Martinez. And it's being led by you and Cranberry. You know what, Cranberry, keep your head down. Don't look up because you will get no respect from this podium because you don't deserve it. Look at you laugh. You think it's funny, don't you? What is wrong with Sheridan? What is wrong with this place? You say a prayer for the people that live here? That's nice. Do you say a prayer for the people that you steal from? Photo radar. That's initially what brings people to Sheridan. You guys know that, right? Initially. Because you're stealing from people. Your police force sucks. It sucks badly. And you know damn good and well that your turnover is a problem because you end up with Gestapo leaders like this. I'm sorry you don't like the phrase. I'm listening. It's America.
All right, real quick, because Witch of Hearts is saying she missed part of this and doesn't know what's going on. So what this is these are clips from 2 weeks ago of the comments Regan Benson made, and then it's going to be followed up by last night. There was a city council meeting where the actual people like that saw this video come up and talk about how much they were offended by what she did.
America.
This is America, not Gestapo Germany. Stop acting like.
Wow, Karen is off her meds again. Chill, Karen. You need to relax. Nobody takes you that seriously. Stop taking yourself so damn seriously. Lighten up for once.
You think we're going away? You don't think we're going to play your game, Cranberry? Because that's exactly what you're playing. And you're playing with fire. You should have listened to the peaceful people. You understand that America, its citizens, its residents are tired of this kind of government? All we asked for was a records request, you punk. And you turn it into arresting 5 free Americans for simply recording what?
By the way, for anyone who doesn't remember, they gave them the forms they asked for. Even after asking them to stop recording, they gave them the forms. Like, oh, we just wanted a records request. Well, then how come you didn't leave once we gave you your records request? Even though we asked you not to film and you still did, they still gave them the records request and then they still wouldn't leave. All of the things that led up to the arrest, they never mentioned any of that. Just, we came in to ask for a records request and then all of a sudden we got arrested. No, that's not what happened at all. We've all seen the video. Ugh.
What are you hiding? What are you afraid of? And you know what? I misspoke and I said that your staff wasn't doing their job. What happened to your clerk? Your clerk actually does her job. The upstairs staff knows their job. It's this crap that's led by this bullshit downstairs that doesn't know their job. And you think arresting 5 people for recording is something to put on your professional resume? You dumbass.
That's another thing too. Cranberry, they call him that on purpose, out of disrespect. It's not Cranberry. It's a similar thing to that, but they were saying that because they said he had a cranberry colored sweater on when they got arrested.
You're an idiot. And that's why you're in Sheridan. Who leaves Denver after 25 years to come be the leader of the Gestapo? Jeffrey Martinez. And gets all 30-some of his cops to follow his orders because he...
All right. And here's another thing real quick. I want to address these point by point as we go because it's going to come up again later on. Like, for example, what she just said about how they got... Well, first of all, she says, what's up, Weedskador? First of all, she just said that why would you come from the Gestapo from Denver unless you're looking for trouble? But one of the people who's going to speak in a minute, what's up, Dave Care Bear, addresses that and explains exactly what happened and how he came from Denver to save this city because the crime rate was out of control and he lowered it. The second thing was she says, and her and DMA both keep repeating over and over and over. And again, the false narrative is always eaten up by their fans and they buy it, that they had 30 cops show up to arrest a couple people who were filming. But I've watched the video, I've analyzed it, and I talked about it on here. I paused the video and counted 15 frauditors, 8 cops. That was it. And they're just going to keep harping on 30 cops showed up for just a couple people with cameras. No, it was 15 idiots that stormed the building purposely to go out of their way to film because there's a sign telling them not to in a specific spot. And they filmed that specific spot. And, oh, the all 30 cops, the entire police force showed up. Nope, that's not what happened. Watch the video. Turn off the narration and just watch the video and you'll see they're lying.
Reports to this dumbass right here. You guys have the power to fix it. Fix it.
Hi, it's Regan. I'm back. I wanted to put some facts on the record. A lot of great public comment tonight talking about some great ideas. It's very disappointing that none of you brought up a discussion item on this bogus
administrative order. It's an order written by Granberry, and you're not present, city attorney tonight. None of you even
What's up, Jay? What,
to say,
1961?
hey, Bill, where are you? You don't want to hear from Bill? None of you want to hear from Bill? None of you want to make a motion and be bold and maybe get a second? Sally, are you busy right now, or what's up? Can any of you be bold? Make a motion for discussion on this issue and get a second.
No, Jimbo, it's later the same day.
The people are depending on you to do this. You have the power to do it. Is this what you signed up for? Toy drives, carnivals, talking about tiny tots, becoming city clerks? Come on. Seriously? Seriously. Community is not government. Government has specific function. And it's not community gatherings and parties. Street lights, I like that. That's good. You know, these 5 Americans, these 5 free Americans have protection orders on them.
And that's another thing that these two both keep harping on. Like, they love to talk about the disconnect between the police and the people and how, like, there's not. So this community has been going out of their way to get rid of that. They've been going out of their way to have community gatherings where the normal people can hang out with the cops and the politicians and get to know each other, and so that they can get to know the citizens of Sheridan and get to understand what they want and what they need. So DMA and Reagan are constantly complaining about how dare they do that, because what DMA says is that it's all a conspiracy, that as soon as, this is what he said last night before they went live, or while they were live, but before the board members showed up, he specifically said that as soon as the police and the government start interacting with the community, they immediately are corrupt. Just the fact that they're doing that means that they're a corrupt system. So it can't possibly be because they're trying to bridge the gap with the community, and because they're trying, since they are public servants, they want to get to know and understand the public and what they want. Nope. Can't be that at all. It has to be because it's some big anti-DMA conspiracy, because this entire board of directors has nothing better to do with their time than think about ways to screw over DMA. What's up, Julie Weaver? Let's see. We also got who else just joined us? I saw LJ Sings. LJ was in there last night. Coming up, and you'll see some of the clips, but I don't have the LJ Sings clip. But when LJ was in their chat, Regan went off. She's screaming and hooping and hollering. It was beautiful. I don't know who this LJ Sings is in my chat, but they're a troll and blah, blah, blah. It was her being herself. Anyway, like I said, for those who don't know or are just joining us, right now I'm showing the clips of the things she said. And afterwards, it's going to be followed up with last night. There was a town hall meeting where the actual citizens, like the actual people, come up to the podium to complain about what she said in this clip and how offended they were by it. It's beautiful. Showing how they supposedly are fighting for the people, yet the people hate these guys. They hate frauditors.
Did you know that? From Arapahoe County? Because this coward couldn't even cite these people with a city ordinance. He took it to the county level. Is there a Wade Chester here tonight? Anybody know Wade Chester? We're supposed to stay away from him. He's a victim. He was told he was a victim of some cameras. And so the 5 people with protection orders are supposed to know Wade Chester. No Wade Chester here tonight? Okay, I guess we're not violating the protection order. You see these things you could make a motion on and discuss? Yeah, legal matters, I understand you got to keep those in executive session, but somebody make a move and discuss this dumbass running this town. You gave him a raise. You gave him a raise in December when I told you to fire him. $185,000? You pay this moron? No, I'm not going to watch my language. Language is part of free speech. And Sheridan better get on board with it and not interrupt my public comments.
Here it goes again. Karen is just completely unleashed. And that's why nobody takes her seriously. She's just a super saiyan Karen. She's acting like a psycho. And then you're supposed to be an activist. Then why don't you treat people like humans instead of treating them like dogs, which is what you're doing now?
Stick your fingers in your ears, Sally. I'll just talk louder. Remember how you said you could yell? I can too. It's all subjective. You don't like language, but you like theft. You like stealing from random strangers with your photo radar. You like violence induced by this police chief that undoubtedly you pay almost just as much.
All right, real quick, I wanted to mention that this whole thing coming down with all this nonsense and screaming and hooping and hollering and what she just said, for anyone who doesn't know, like, it didn't start with them getting arrested, with the 15 of them. It started with him going to the speed trap and the cameras that were, measuring cars going by to see how fast they were going. That's what started it. Then when he complained about getting in trouble for that, that's when the city hall said, hey, what's up, Roisin? That they wanted to stop, so they went to a city hall meeting about that. They didn't like the way they reacted, so then they went, and then that's when they put the sign up and blah, 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 and it all just kept building from there. But the thing with the signs was the first domino. I'm going out of my way to point that out because not only did she just mention it, but it also comes up again through it comes up again in one of the comments coming up from last night. So again, this is 2 weeks ago, but then right after that, I'm going to show the clips of last night when people were responding to this. The actual citizens, the people they're supposedly fighting for, we'll see how they feel about it. Somebody keeps posting something here, but I don't know where that came from. Anyway, let's get back into it.
185,000.
Thank you for your public comment.
You cranberry.
I'm up here because I watched a video.
Okay, so now these are the comments from yesterday. So the whole rest of the video is the actual citizens, the actual people that they're supposedly fighting for, talking about what we just saw. This was from last night.
Of the abuse that you all had to take the last meeting. And it infuriated me. And I want to say I'm sorry for you all even having to put up with such a vile, hateful person. I couldn't believe what I was watching. And I'm shaking right now because of it. It made me so mad. We chose you all to be in the positions that you are in.
Dog and pony.
And we respect our police. And we chose Jeff Martinez to be our chief of police. He is an amazing man.
That's
he
right.
has done
30-minute
so much for
filibuster.
this community.
You're right, Tony.
Living here, the police come out and recognize the community. They do good works for the community, and you all have done good works for us. So I don't know who this person was that made the comment and rant and rave here to you all. They need to stop it. When people are like that, I believe she should have been pulled out by the police. When she started all that, because she's not here to help with Sheridan. She's here to condemn Sheridan for some reason, and I don't know why. I don't know all of it. But I am a resident, or I was a resident. My father unfortunately passed, and now I have to take care of my mom. But I still have family here in Sheridan, and I will always be a part of Sheridan. This is where I grew up, and this is where I call my home. So I just want to apologize for what you all had to go through, and I'm sorry. And I pray for the girl. I do, because there's something wrong with her.
Is that beautiful or what? She's talking about Regan Benson. I pray for her because there's something wrong with her. But listening to Regan and DMA's responses to this stuff is amazing. And the comments from their fans. Like, again, they really truly believe, not just DMA and Regan and Sweet Tea, but all of their fans believe, deep down in their hearts, they truly believe that the entire city of Sheridan City Council, they don't have time to worry about, taking care of the crime in the city. They don't do anything about that. They don't do anything, they don't spend any time with waste management department or, public works or any of that. Nope. All they do all day, every day is get together in secret and figure out different ways to screw over DMA. And they put this whole meeting together as a scam to screw over DMA. Like, you're not that important, bud. There's even a clip that I don't have it here, but again, I'm working on a video where I'm using these clips. I have a clip where a cop, DMA asks the cop for a business card, and the cop pulls it out of his pocket and hands it to DMA, and there's no phone number at the bottom. And DMA accuses him of purposely slicing that piece of the card off so that DMA wouldn't get his phone number. Like, a cop standing on the street with a pocket full of business cards knew he took his business cards, chopped the number off because he knew that Denver Metro Audits was going to show up and ask him for a card. And so he had the cards planned ahead of time for this was a dude outside. Like, and I mean, these guys are conspiracy theory lunatics. And they think what's up, Holden McGroin? They think the whole city of Sheridan has just got nothing better to do but spend all their time planning different ways to screw over DMA and his crew of idiots.
And I pray for you all in our
She's talking about you.
in blue, because we love you and we thank you for.
I also watched in horror the proceedings that you all had to deal with your last hearing. And I'm 67 years old. I haven't always been on the blue side. So when I speak, I hope people understand that it's been a long process. And part of that process in my development was being introduced to Chief Martinez. My last name is Martinez. We're not related. But I like that sound, Chief Martinez. And it took us many, many, many years and many hard struggles in order for us to finally get the leadership that could sit down at the table. And when I see our leadership being attacked and the people that opened their arms to our leadership, which is you all, so that we could continue to make those progressive changes, it appalled me. So I just felt it was necessary to come and let people know, especially the ones that had did what they did, that it's unacceptable. Freedom of speech comes with responsibility. And when you want to step up and be vulgar and atrocious, you're giving that right up. And even in my days of protests and demonstrating and going to jail, we didn't lower ourselves to that. And many people have, and that's not necessary. So I just want to tell you all, I'm sorry, like the rest of us, that you had to put up with that. Back in my day, we weren't allowed to do that. We'd have been told out of here on our butts, so you have to be commended that you were able to tolerate and embrace, open your arms.
Violent.
I do want to say, I know Jeff, I know Chief Martinez, and anybody that ever wants to talk to me about why he belongs here, I will paint the prettiest picture you ever seen.
We need to completely stay together as citizens and respect each other. Hate speech is just nothing that should be tolerated.
Protected speech, lady.
Yeah, it's free speech, lady.
So what has happened to the city council and to
hate speech.
Jeffrey Martinez, all of you, has been really hate speech. I mean, and that's, to my knowledge, is illegal or should be illegal.
No, it's not illegal. What we did was not illegal, lady.
Bullying and verbal abuse. I mean, verbal abuse is something that should never, ever ever.
Oh no, but
be taken
actual
anywhere
physical
that you
violence
work
on free
Right.
Americans is
or
fine.
Right.
That's perfectly fine.
positions.
And so is domestic violence,
yeah.
by the way.
We
By
as
all
a
accounts,
community are here
Locking people in a
because
cage for
we
recording
are
is
here to
perfectly
support,
fine. But how dare you
free speech in a positive
retaliate and say
manner,
what you feel about it and
with
cuss somebody out
respect. There's
for
no
taking
Notice how he says, oh, so them arresting us is fine, but us retaliating, that's a problem? So he's admitting that it was retaliation. Like, the things they're saying and the comments they're getting. But just wait, there's a guy coming up in a minute who's my favorite of all these people. The idiots, again, not just DMA and Benson, but the commenters on here. It's insane. But this is what I was talking about in one of my videos I just did last week, right? Where I'm saying the general public is learning. They are being educated. Yes, they're being educated that they hate frauditors. And it's just getting worse and worse. And you'll see some of the other comments coming up. It's amazing.
away their
looking
freedom.
for verbal abuse ever in any community or any environment. So thanks again. And
well, she's verbally abusing us right
it's-
now. So fuck her too.
The process that you went through at your last meeting is despicable, and I don't support that behavior at all, and feel that we coming together as a community here shows that we do support communicating in a responsible way and in a way that's positive and that can build our community, build the citizenship, build positivity, and not tear the community apart. No hate speech, no bullying. I think supporting each other is wonderful. Thank you again for that. And I feel horrible that you had to go through that horrific nightmare.
That I want to address directly all those fake.
All right. So before we get into this next one, because this next one is my favorite one that talks this whole time. But before we get into that, again, going back to the comments that you're seeing them posting on screen, like, this is the public. This is the community. This is the people whose rights they're supposedly standing up for, coming out and saying we're against these guys. And all the comments that they're highlighting are insults to the people who are speaking. Like, the actual public, what's up, James H? The actual public that they're supposedly standing up for, how dare they say anything that we don't like? Anyway, I'm going to rewind it a second. This guy is awesome. I love what this guy says. Let me go back a second. So we can all think.
Well, thank you again for that. And I feel horrible that you had to go through that horrific nightmare.
That I want to address directly all those fake activists out there that came over here and disparaged that man, especially for the work he's doing for this community.
He's
It's
a
a shame
civil rights
they don't know who he is or what
My
he's
ass.
about. That man did come from Denver, and I heard those comments that lady made. He did come from Denver. He made a conscious decision and a choice to come to the city that has the highest crime rate in the state of Colorado. Who would do that? Except for somebody that truly wants to better a community that looks a lot like he did growing up. Let's be real. This community is made up of a high percentage of Hispanics. A lot of them are Spanish speakers. You guys needed somebody like this man. And what did he do when he come here in the few short years that he's been here? We're no longer number one in crime. We're number two in crime.
What city is he talking about?
Because in the year
Sheridan?
2022, every single crime category in the city of Sheridan went down, people. And you're over here crying about some photo radar? Now, activists.
Now, you see that? And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. The Gamer 88, what's up? Who else is here? Ham Banana's here. James H. Got a lot of new people in the house in the last few minutes. What's up, guys? Who else? Anybody else that I missed? I think I said hello to Pat Dagler earlier. James H. I don't know. We're getting a lot of good faces in here. Love you guys. Thank you. But anyway, so what this guy, what he's saying, right? So we all know about the arrest where the 15 auditors showed up led by DMA and got arrested, and that's where we're at right now. But it all actually, what's up to Floyd? It all started way back with him filming the red light or the speed trap cameras. And that's what this guy just mentioned. Like, with everything that's going on and the crime rate in Sheridan and this and that, and you're worried about a stupid camera, a speed camera, like what the, you know? And the whole thing, because Witch mentioned that they were talking about civil rights activists. This guy is a legitimate civil rights activist in Sheridan. He goes around the town of Sheridan and tries to fight for it because 40 some odd, I think 41% of the population there is Hispanic. So he fights for, you know, civil rights as far as getting the Hispanic community more involved in the general day-to-day affairs of the city, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So she's making fun of him for calling himself a civil rights activist because he's out on the streets pounding the pavement in Sheridan trying to get something done. But that's not a civil rights activist. A bunch of idiots with cameras who swear at random people, those are civil rights activists. And this guy's a joke just because he actually gets things done. Oh. Oh, man.
To me, gives you props for covering up those cameras. I can't lie. When I first heard that, I was like, wow, I might have done that 40 years ago. Who knows? However, if there's a law against something and you break that law, you are responsible for your actions. And I'm talking to every one of you people that are going to get up here and disparage that man. I don't know you folks. I apologize.
Oh, yeah, Luna Knights.
You may be great people. I'm not certain of that. I can't attest to your character. But I can attest to the character and honor that that man possesses and has. He has brought to the community car shows where the community gets together with the police so that the community can see that they're not our enemies. He had that cornball contest.
Let me replay that.
Where the community doesn't. I don't know you folks. I apologize. You may be great people. I'm not certain of that. I can't attest to your character. But I can attest to the character and honor that that man possesses and has. He has brought to the community car shows where the community gets together with the police so that the community can see that they're not our enemies.
See, and the reason why Reagan laughed at that, and I mentioned this earlier, DMA has convinced his entire everyone, not just his group like him and Sweet Tea and Regan, but his entire community of frauditors and his fans and everyone, that when the police does community outreach programs, that creates corrupt police department. It's not so that the community and the cops can get to know each other and get to have a better understanding and all that good stuff. It can't be. It's all an anti-civil rights, anti-DMA conspiracy, and everything in the universe is an anti-D because he's the center of the universe, I suppose. I don't know. You got to remember, he's got a whole nother channel just dedicated to his conspiracy theory that, like, 111, 222, 333, you know, that famous clip. The dude's a lunatic, and he's got everyone else convinced that they're in the same loony ideas that he has.
He had that cornball contest he had, whatever that was. Okay.
They're laughing cornhole.
Remember that one? He's had car shows. He's had barbecues. I brought all 4 of my grandkids to the fishing derby. And for the record, the only problem I have with that man and this department is that the next time you have a fishing derby, you invite the cops and the people, but don't forget to invite the fish. Where were the fish, my brother? With that said, I know fake activists when I see them. None of you would have made it in the 70s where we had people die, fight, and get hurt for the fight for civil rights so that we could come up here and speak our minds. And I'm talking to you people. That man has honor and integrity. And I encourage any of you to come and attempt to attack us because we do have rights. And it's called the Second Amendment. If anybody ever comes and attempts to hurt me or my family in the name of whatever, you'll see how we feel about that particular amendment. And I'm not talking about the far left or the far right. The far left is just as wacky as the far right, as far as I'm concerned. You're all wacky. We used to be fiercely independent in this state. Let's get back to that. Thank you for your time.
I spent all week preparing a speech, opening with some jokes about First Amendment auditors. Decided I won't go that route either. What I will say is thank you for your service to this community and the ones around it. None of you should have had to endure that. And clearly by the showing in this room, that's not how the actual community you serve feels. Thank you. So thank you. Thank you.
All right. So anyway, those were the clips that from last night that I'm using, to build my DMA Sheridan Saga video that'll be coming out probably later tonight or tomorrow. So anyway, I got someone who wanted to talk a little bit about this, has some opinions. We got the Forgiven Jerry. What's up, homie, amigo?
Mike was muted. Buenos días.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Oh, yo estoy bien. Dude, you kind of brought me in when I was like soaking in what that man was talking about, dude.
Oh yeah.
I had like my fist in the air and I was like, right on, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that lady, man.
Regan, yeah, or the other one.
You know what? Normally I have more energy because I only see what they're talking about, but the citizens that came after that, it was like, there it is. There's the hope for humanity right there. Because it's like, that felt good, and the thing is that too, like I felt all of them. I felt exactly what I felt, that pain, dude, because I've been to city hall meetings to do things like that, and it's like when you first go in there, it's like anything, right? You learn your way, you figure out how you have to, take your time and talk about the points that you're gonna do and everything. And I remember I went up there like 4 times to talk about what I wanted to talk about when I went to the city hall, and like by the 4th time I got it right, but right. I still said swear words. Like I was trying not to, but I would, because I was you just get into it, And every time I did, I had to apologize, and I felt so bad that I did it, like. And then to see her go up there and be like, "Damn, dude!" It's basically like seeing somebody, like you're making a cake or something. You know what I mean? It's like it's coming out cool, and you're happy and everything. Then somebody comes and say, "I know how to make this better," and they throw a rock at it or something. I don't know. Like it's just just so disruptive, dude. Like. It was killing me to hear those people, be heartbroken for their city hall. Like that's crazy, bro.
It's so insane. It's like the big thing that they were harping on before the city council meeting actually started was they kept saying how they had half an hour for public comment, and they were complaining about the city hall. Of course, they didn't say anything about the logic behind there has to be limits, a time limit, because you'll be here all day. They were seriously, legitimately painting a picture that they limited it to 30 minutes on purpose to keep DMA and Reagan and them from talking. Like the city council, once again, has nothing better to do but focus all of their rules, regulations, and laws specifically on screwing Denver Metro audits. They got none better to do with their time.
They really do believe in slavery. Like they really do.
Yeah,
they
they're nuts.
Really believe that the people that work for the people are actually slaves for the people. They actually believe this.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, like. Everybody's got to get a chance to speak, so they're going to cut up the time depending on how many people are at the city hall and how many people want to talk. Because it's like they got to give everybody a fair shot. Now, if you're lucky enough to have enough people, like not enough people that they're going to give you at least like 10 minutes, then you're lucky, But it depends on how many people want to go and talk about something. And usually, when people want to go, it's because it's something big, And so you have to cut up the time. And that he had 30 minutes, dude. My first time I went up to talk, I only had like 3 minutes, and that's when I had like 4 pages of stuff that I wanted to talk about. Like, how do you get it across, But
what they were saying, and Regan actually said this, and it blew my mind when she said it, because while they were complaining about the 30-minute time limit, I was sitting there thinking, well, what do you expect these people to do if 100 people, because they're telling all their fans and people to show up. If 75 people show up and they want to talk for 20 minutes each. What do you want the meeting to last 17 weeks? Like
Yeah,
they're
exactly,
supposed to just sit there forever? And
Yeah,
but wait,
that's why.
Reagan's like, these people get paid a lot of money. If it's going to take 8 hours or 14 hours or whatever it is, they should do it because that's their job. Like, really? Their job is to sit there and listen to a bunch of idiots babble for 16 hours? That's what. When was the last time you saw a mayor or anyone, any politician running for office, and their whole thing was, it wasn't, I'm going to fix the city. It wasn't, I'm going to stop crime. It wasn't, I'm going to, fix the potholes. No, it was, I'm going to sit and listen to people talk at city council meetings all day. Like, that's my job. That's what you're electing me to do. That's insane.
Yeah, dude. Even private businesses can't work employees after 12 hours. Well, at least in California, you can work a 12-hour shift, but you're not supposed to work a 12-hour shift back to back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a private business.
Yeah.
Imagine, dude. And the comment that had me, for a minute there was what she was saying, and they gave this man a raise, and they gave him like, how do you know he's not getting underpaid for what he's doing? Like you have no idea what this man is supposed to be getting paid. He might have like a Harvard degree, but he's over here like trying to take care of this municipality. It's like, dude, what the hell, dude? Like, what?
Well, and that's the thing. Like the guy just now from last night pointed out, since he's been in office, crime in their town has been going way, way down. Right? That's why he got a raise. But DMA is convinced that he got a raise specifically because he arrested DMA.
Christopher Cordova.
They really think they're the center of the universe. What did Cordova say?
I was gonna say
that.
Oh,
DMA is Chris, right?
Yeah. No, you saw the guy said we were number one in crime, right? And then he said, but now we're number two, and you hear DMA go, oh, we're number two now. Like things got worse.
Right. And then the guy put it out. He's like, no, seriously, like the crime's gone down.
Yeah. Dude, but I'm serious. If you listen to that, if you go back and listen to it, he actually believes that things are getting worse and they're giving him a raise. Like you can hear him being like, oh, that guy's saying that the crime rate went down, or we went to number two. Like it's supposed to be
a bad thing. Yeah.
That had me cracking up for a moment. But then when Benson got up, I was all like, "You disrespectful." It's like.
No, I could see why so many of those people were so upset. And of course, you saw the comments at the bottom. They're like, oh, these are just paid actors. Oh, they didn't do this on, like they set this up this way on purpose and blah, blah, blah. Again, like the entire city of Sheridan has nothing better to do than spend all of their time, effort, energy, and resources on screwing over Christopher Cordova specifically. Like, seriously?
Yeah, that he is so self-important. That's why he loves having Regan and Sweet Tea around, because they pump him up. All they do is tell him how great he is and how smart he is. Or I don't know. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to think what happens at night with them. But like it's just an ass kiss fest. Like all day with them, and they smell it and they believe it, and they. I mean,
Jerry, do better, bro. Do better.
Do better. Oh my gosh! I swear, if he's ever close to me and I hear that, dude, that's the last time he ever says "do better." From after that, all he's gonna be saying is "better do."
Right. Well, wait a minute. I'm looking at the chat. What's going on with Ham Banana? I thought he was my homie. What's going on in the chat?
What's up, Ham Banana?
I don't know. I saw something. Lies. They're like, maybe it was just a joke, and because I haven't been.
You haven't been looking at the chat.
Ham Banana's just randomly timing people out. Witch of Heart and Ham Banana got something going on. I don't even know what's up.
Oh.
Oh no. What's going on? See, I haven't been watching the chat. What? He timed out Vestige of Peace for what? Hold on. Let's see. What? He was annoying me. Vestige of Peace is a girl. Ham Banana is putting people in timeout for no reason.
Hey,
all right, Dag Nabbit, Ham Banana, are you just that high that you don't know what you're doing?
Just take his wrench.
Yeah, right. Seriously. I thought you was my homie. You gonna come into my chat and cause problems? This is my family, yo. My morning family. We don't fool around. I gotta get caught up.
Now you're gonna start talking like Toretto?
Wait, look at Unclean Hands. Unclean Hands says, "Don't abuse the wrench for Christ's sake, unless it's David." Peck, I don't know. Apparently, Ham Banana showed up, and I don't know. He must have been smoking some good weed or something, and now he's just decided to just start randomly timing everybody out.
Let me. I'll say one thing for Ham Banana. He's young.
Well, no, yeah, it's just he was always good to me. That's why I gave him a wrench. I thought he was cool, but yeah, I gotta. If he's gonna spank them, I'm gonna spank him.
He's a young dude, man. He's gonna have his little roller coaster moments.
Well, it's all right. He's gone now, or at least his wrench is gone for the moment. You're gonna have to earn it back, homie.
He's not ready to.
No, Vestige of Peace. Don't leave. Don't leave.
No, everything's taken care of, Vestige. You're good.
Yeah, I got rid of Ham Banana's. I got rid of his wrench. Vestige of Peace. You're one of my best. You're one of my favorites. I love you. Please don't go. Seriously.
And seriously, Ham Banana's a kid, guys. I mean, I heard him on Playboys of the Crime. I heard him on there, and he's young. He doesn't understand the concept of going to serve in the military and listening to your drill sergeant. Like he says, he says if you were to send him to the
he's 32
to the Marines or to the Army, he will not listen to his drill sergeant because he doesn't understand why he should. So that just goes to show you his level of maturity.
Right. Well, whatever. I just, I mean,
like I said,
I never had any beef with Ham Banana or anything, but come on, man. Don't be messing with some of my biggest fans.
There's no
Vestige of Peace is one of my biggest supporters.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. There's no beef. He's just a young guy. That's it. He's just a young guy who's a little bit more emotional than the older crowd over here. But he's got to know his audience. He's got to know who he's around. He'll get it. Get it.
Yeah.
He's just a kid.
All right. Well, anyway, after all that, that's oh man, I try to keep the drama out of here. That's what's one of the things that's great about my morning show. My fans are the best. I have the best chat. Everyone gets along. We love each other. We play around with David and all that. But come on, man, we're not trying to cause any craziness or whatever.
All right. So right now, let's feed the family. Let's not feed the drama.
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play this because it starts with a good old dad joke. It's the new let's see. Yeah, the new Vilified Freedom video. Here we go. Palate cleanser, guys.
We're told money don't grow on trees.
Oh, I saw this one.
Then do banks have branches? Well, this here's a new guy. Same script though.
See the sign, right? Question. It says right here it's federal law. Where's the law? Where's the MRS code for that?
It's not the MRS code.
Oh, well, okay. Well, what's the federal law then?
Okay, the federal, okay, if you're coming here to the rules and regulations governing the federal facility, okay, I'm pretty sure it's in one of these, they're CFRs, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, again, you have to have permission from the management or whatever to do that. So I'm going to ask you again.
Are you just want me to step outside right now?
You can step outside.
Can you give me a copy of this then? Because I'd like to read it.
Okay, you can go on the website and get it. Okay, I do not have time. I'm working. Okay.
Oh, sir, you're gonna have to settle down with all that logic you're using. This man's brain is not equipped to handle all that information at one time.
Okay, to do that, but unless you have.
Well, I'm pretty sure on these it'll say that if I'm here gathering content for news media, then it's okay.
No, sir. I'm not aware of that. No.
Absolutely. Do you got a cut? What's your name?
Absolutely. You can't be in here. You can
You
film.
don't have permission to start with being here filming.
You can film.
If you come in without your camera,
one person at a time. One person.
Nobody's got time to break out the crayons and construction paper to help you understand what's going on. What we really need you to do is just leave, because you're just here to bother people anyhow. No, we will not be setting out the glue. The last time we had frauditors drinking it.
Person at a time.
If you need to film any of this literature here,
yeah.
If you need any of that information, you can.
That's what I'm
doing.
doing.
You can't be in the facility filming.
Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
You can't be filming people.
Boom.
You can't be filming the customers that come in.
Why is that?
Boom.
Why is that?
privacy. Don't you know everyone has a right to privacy? Privacy Act. They don't need you to know their personal business, just like we don't need to know. I don't need to know your personal business.
You guys are talking about private personal information in the public lobby.
You see, I believe I can help out here. You guys are talking common sense, and this young man is just not equipped to handle those responses. Like one of my subscribers just said on a live, that boy's cornbread is not done in the middle.
It's not a public lobby.
Yeah, I was asking him about this.
Okay, I think I'm mistaken. He's in a public building, and he's not. He's in a government building owned by the federal government, and not the public.
That's what you're under, so that's why.
Calm down.
Okay, I'm not coming, but you're interfering with my duties and everything.
You approached me. I didn't approach you.
Of course they approached you. You're the suspicious person with the video camera putting it where it don't belong. None of this is your business. Of course they're going to approach you. You brought it on yourself. You wanted attention. Now you got some, sweetheart.
Here's the thing.
Well, of course you're introducing one person at a time. Guy, I'm trying to stay calm here. Calm down.
Okay.
Check people in.
Yeah.
There's the law. If you're not going to abide by that, I will call federal police and you can talk to them. I'll have them come down. You can discuss it with them.
What's
roasted?
It says it's federal law, but what's the code? I got to be able to look it up.
You can look it up.
How? I need to know the code.
That's not. Here's the policy here.
Okay.
The signs have pictures of cameras.
It's not their job.
You got that, Hez?
What did he say? What did you say?
The signs, they have pictures of cameras on them.
Right. But they can't understand that.
This whole time I've seen this video, I never noticed the cameras until right now, and I was like, oh my god, this is so specific.
Right. Oh dear, oh dear. All right, let's get back to it.
To tell you the law. It's not their job to show you. It's their job to post what needs posted. It's your job to understand it and abide by the rules.
I found the rule that gives me permission, sir. Hey, sir.
Reach that door.
Sir,
Don't you reach that door.
I need to talk to you.
I will speak to you in a moment.
Okay. Calm down. Calm down. It's not that serious. Calm down. I really am not trying to be argumentative. I just want to be able to talk without him getting all excited.
What I'm saying is, I'm not going to give you the statute on that. You can look that up.
Well, that's actually what I was trying to show you over here. Like, I'm not trying to be argumentative. You'll just take a look at what's on your wall. I'll show you right here. It says right here. Photographs for news, advertising, or commercial purposes are allowed on this property. It says it right here. Rules and rights. This is the GSA. This is federal law. And like over here, what you were saying, if you guys have a piece of paper up saying I can't do something, like right here, CFR, that's got a law code attached to it.
Right.
You've got no law attached to this because there isn't one.
That's fine.
The way it works is, this is, like you said, it's government property funded by the people. My tax money pays for all this. So if it's a public area, I've got the right to come in and record.
No, you don't.
All right. Well, is he calling someone?
Yeah.
Okay. Then they'll come out and let you guys know.
You're not coming in the facility, sir.
You can't block the doorway, sir.
You're not coming in the facility.
Sure I am. This is a public lobby, right?
We can detain you, and you can come in the facility, and you'll be detained.
You're a law
or you can
enforcement
step
officer?
out, or you can step out here.
Time out.
Yeah.
You're under the impression this is a public building. It is not, sir.
It's
It is-
not?
No, it is a government building owned by the United States government.
Like I just explained to him. Okay. The government is funded by we the people.
That's fine.
Okay. No,
Yes.
just he hear me out, please. Okay.
You need a history lesson, young man. We live in a republic. We have representatives that represent us.
Yeah.
Those
I've seen this video before, and one, this cop is great, so I wanted to share it again because I just love the way he talks. But two, hearing Vilified Freedom's take on it is also awesome.
representatives make the rules and regulations.
Okay.
They say you cannot come in here and do that.
Where does it say that? What is? It's got to be a law, right? In America, like you said, we do whatever we want unless
No,
there,
we don't
unless,
do
unless
whatever we
there
want.
is a law that says we can't.
Okay.
Right?
Sir, can you not just be a man and
Be a
do as you're
man?
told for
Okay,
once?
you're very demeaning. So
Okay,
we're
I'm
not.
not being demeaning.
You're telling
I'm
me to
being-
be a man, and I'm trying to talk to you, but
I'm
you
trying
keep.
to be. I want you to be respectful, young man.
Then let
and
me
walk back out the door before you actually get arrested.
If you want
For
respect, you got to
disorderly-
get it. For what? Disorderly conduct? Do you even know
No.
this? Then what did you
Sir,
say?
I happen to be retired law enforcement. I know
Okay,
exactly what it is.
That explains a lot.
You're
why
arguing
retired.
with me, and that's being disorderly to start with.
How is
Yes.
disorderly? I have to incite fear, violence. You've got to be in fear for your life. You approach
Are
me.
you not about 6'2", 6'3", a bit larger than I?
So you approach me and then fear for your life? That sounds really stupid.
Sir, please.
You're blocking
don't
the
ask-
doorway to a public building.
I am not blocking the door to a public building. It is
Really?
a government building
Which is
owned
a
by the
public-
government, not you.
You're being disorderly, sir. You really need to lower your voice.
I'm going to give you about 30 more seconds.
Or else what? What are you
Or
going
I'm
to do?
going to escort you out. And
You can
if don't
try.
think- I can try.
You can try.
I'm
You
glad
put your
got-
hands on me, it's going to be a problem.
Oh, you're right about that. It's definitely going to be a problem. It's going to be another charge for you. You see, you came here and instigated the whole thing, shoving your camera around, not wanting to listen to nothing they're telling you. So you're the one who's going to catch a charge. So by all means, get froggy.
Young man, I've had a lot bigger than you, a lot
Good.
bigger and uglier than you.
Good.
Let me tell you.
Good.
You are nothing. Boom.
Roasted.
That's the world we live in. Not everybody, but sometimes it's always the bigger guy who thinks, oh, he's going to throw his weight around. That's why I tell people, you got a Second Amendment for a reason.
All right.
That's perfect. Neither are you, sir.
Well, I appreciate your
Opinion.
I don't know why.
Opinion.
Why are you even doing this?
If you would have asked me that to begin with, maybe we could have
Okay.
avoided all of this. Like,
Let's start
I've
there.
asked
Why
you
are you here?
numerous times to calm down, but you
Why
keep on to
are you
escalate. Here, you want to stop blocking the doorway for this gentleman?
I am not blocking you.
Okay.
This gentleman knows very well I'm going to
Okay.
take care of him.
Go ahead.
Good morning, sir. No weapons of any kind brought to the building. Any weapons? You cannot. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? Still.
I'm not
trying
talking to you.
conduct business.
Then conduct it. I'm not stopping you.
Step back, sir. Please. Step in, sir. Okay. You don't want to eat your private meal.
Sir. Whoa.
Whoa, nothing. He said you're not coming in. Did he stutter? Or are you failing to comprehend? Thing it kills me. All these new jacks are trying the old ways. Don't you know things have evolved by now? You're not good at this. And big has never spelled bad. Trying to intimidate people, that's what punks do.
Oh, you can't do that.
He just did. He just literally done it.
You know, locking the door to a public building is against fire code.
It's not a public building. I wish you would understand that.
What an idiot. Oh, what a loser.
You sound foolish when you say that. Who pays for it if it's not public?
You sound stupid when you sit there and laugh like it. How's come you're not in there?
Like, who pays for it if it's not public? It doesn't make no sense. You sound goofy.
You really need to get government lesson.
Boom.
Roasted.
I worked for the government, sir.
Apparently not. But you
Apparently not.
That you're in a government building and not a
Which is public. What is the difference between public and government? How is something public?
Got a great idea. Help you out a great deal. How about you go and audit a federal prison? Find out exactly how public property works.
It's funded by the public.
Or the
This
White
is not the
House.
sidewalk. This is just a limited public forum, sir. You need to learn the law.
That's what I mean. Someone should tell this boy that the script have been updated and what he is doing makes him look pretty dumb. I don't see him going very far auditing. In fact, just like a lot of these new jacks, he's only got like 2,000 subscribers. He probably just got monetized. He's probably getting barely anything for it. And sooner or later, he's going to burn out because he realizes, oh, I'm not getting anywhere. Hey, what do I know? I've just been making videos on him for 3.5 years.
So they can come in, but I can't?
Yep, that's exactly right. Cry about it for a while. We'll listen.
Wow. What about my service? Do I get to come in? Do I get to come in?
No.
No,
sir.
Oh,
Back off.
what? I'm
Do
trying
it now,
to get
sir.
service.
Do it now.
Don't put your hands on me, sir. Do not put your hands on me. I'm trying to come in the
That
public
was
building.
assault right there.
He touched me. Unwanted touch is assault.
What happened? You was the big old bad tough guy. Now here you go crying and whining like a little child because somebody touched you. You guys are all pathetic losers looking for someone to sue because you're a bum. That's what it comes down to. You're a bum. All of you are bums. Every single one of you. Run tell that to whoever you want to.
I'll defend myself. I'll defend myself if you touch me.
Have you ever heard of disparity of force? That's why I say big don't spell bad. You're going to throw your weight around in the wrong places. Bad things happen.
Sir,
Sir,
step out
outside.
the door.
Is this not a public building?
Outside.
it is
You
not.
cannot be in here videotaping.
Step back.
You see
Yes,
doing this?
absolutely.
You guys see this?
Absolutely.
This is
I am.
assault.
You're proving how stupid and immature you are. You thought because the cops were here, things were going to be different. How dumb are you, boy?
This is assault. I'll defend myself. You guys are going to watch me defend myself. He's touching me. He's touching me.
I'm just gonna grab this side of the store and then this officer can talk to you.
I can talk to you outside.
I'll talk to you right here.
No, outside the building I would prefer.
Well, thanks for letting me know what you...
Facility.
Do you have ID on
I
you?
just got a camera for Christmas. and he has one of those.
Sir, do you have ID on you?
Of course I do. I don't ever go anywhere
Can
without
I
it.
have your ID?
No, you can't.
You'll have to excuse my friend.
He's a little slow.
Okay, well, we've had a call for service, so I
Okay.
have the right to identify you.
You've got the right to ask me, but you don't have the right to ID me.
I do because it's a call for service
Boom.
Roasted.
that we have potentially have a charge on, i.e. trespassing.
Okay.
So I actually do have a right to identify you.
You've got the right to ask.
I don't need the old crystal ball for this one to tell you things aren't going to work out well for him.
And do you really want to push this? Because the next thing
Push what?
happens if you refuse to identify yourself, we can arrest you for trespassing. I can just put you in handcuffs
In a
and take
public
you to
building now?
jail. It's still a private entity. They do have the right to refuse service
No,
to
there's...
anyone.
Okay. Can I talk to a supervisor, please?
I can call one when we're
Please.
done.
Well, no. There's... The information you're giving me is not correct, so I'd rather just talk to a
126
supervisor.
to 120.
I think 3-4 cops.
This
for
gentleman
this?
is requesting a supervisor. If you could head this way, please.
So who told you that just because you got a call for service, you were allowed to...
Shut up. I'm going to skip a little bit ahead because, frankly, I'm tired of listening to this idiot.
Before I even tried going in there, I'm looking at all this, and he comes out and says, you can't come in because you're recording.
Okay. Well, I don't know. They're see, they have right there.
Yeah, look. I'll
Prohibition on photography and videography. Right
where's
there.
the law for that? Because like
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
over here, there's laws backing up these, right? There's no law for this one.
Okay,
And
well-
hold on. We're not done. Hold on.
You are done. Nobody's listening because nobody cares.
purposes.
Sir, did you identify yourself or no?
No.
Okay. Are you refusing to leave?
Do I have to?
Yeah, they don't want you here. It's trespassing. So if you refuse to leave, then
Can I talk to a supervisor?
So here's the deal. If you refuse to leave, we can take you to jail.
So are you threatening to arrest me if I don't leave right now?
I'm not
We're giving
threatening
you an opportunity.
Well, no. I'll leave if you guys are saying that I have to.
Yeah, you have to leave.
And
Because
if-
they don't want- Are you doing business here?
Yeah.
What kind of business?
Yes, you have
I'm
to.
gathering information for the story. I'm a journalist.
No part of you is a journalist. You're probably an unemployed bum. You're here to bother people so you can make a couple dollars. That's all. That's why none of us respect you. Why none of us will respect you.
So he said you guys can't film in here. So you have to
Well,
film
actually,
outside?
I understand he may say that.
Yeah, there's
but-
a policy there too.
Well,
It's in the
actually,
book. It's written.
they can have a policy, but there's a law here that says I
Okay.
can do it.
Okay.
One at a time.
They said they
No,
can.
but
Well,
this,
but they don't get to trump my rights.
okay, but this is the thing though. Like we have
Yeah.
the right to
What's up, Playboy?
to do this,
To
and
do what?
to essentially guard their rights.
What rights are you
So-
guarding? Because you're trampling
This
over
is
mine
how
right
this
now.
is how it's gonna go. You can either leave right now, please, or we will arrest you for trespassing.
All right. That's what I need to know. Can I get a supervisor? I need a supervisor.
One on the way. You
I need
can
a supervisor.
contact him.
No, I need a supervisor.
You can go wait over on that
You
property.
can do it off the property.
I'm also going to need the name of that security
I'm
guard.
also going to
And
identify you too. What's your name?
you can no, you're not,
No?
might not.
No, I am going to identify you. Are you refusing to identify yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. I can take you to jail for that. You know that, right?
For what? What crime did I commit?
For interfering with the police.
How did I interfere?
Because you're interfering by not identifying yourself. I already
And you're
explained
refusing
it
to leave this property.
We were trying to
I'm
give you the
leaving right now.
opportunity.
You're still talking to me.
Then leave.
Okay. Can I get your guys' names
Bye.
and badge numbers?
Yep.
Sure.
I need your, what is it?
62.
What's
Go.
your-
Go now.
I'm walking. You
If
don't
you refuse
control
to leave,
how
I'll take you to jail.
I just said I'm leaving.
You're not
Except
leaving.
you can
I
do.
am.
You need to do
Well,
it.
I need your
next
names and
time.
badge numbers.
Are we done, Jenna?
Yeah, we're
I'm
done.
walking away.
If I was you, I probably would have walked a little bit quicker. Yes, he goes to jail, but the video stops there.
And that's another thing, man, with these guys and the trespassing thing that always drives me nuts is they always do that at the end where it's like, I'm leaving, but they don't leave. They just say I'm leaving. Like it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the script. It's
Yeah,
the same
it's
thing as when they're resisting arrest and they say, I'm not resisting while they're resisting.
Well, you see,
It's
the thing is that trick, the one about I'm leaving, right? The way that works is that what they want, they're not trying to get arrested. What they want is that little shove, is that push to get the cop to do that move where where you frustrate somebody enough where they're gonna move you. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's what they want. They want to be moved. They want the cop to get there, either grab him by the arm or do that push, and so they can do the Rogue Nation flop. And
Well, I think a lot of it too has to do with they're always in the back of their minds. They're always thinking about how to file that sweet lawsuit, right? So I think that's part of it too, so that in court they can testify. I told him I was leaving, and the cop will have to say, yes, he did say I'm leaving, but they physically don't leave. They just say that so that they'll have that to use in court.
And even worse, they don't only not leave, but then they ask about some question that's completely like off the wall, or he'll keep asking for the name and badge number, and they'll tell him, "Hey, I already gave it to you like ages ago, and you still want it." Oh yeah, I need a card. Oh, and I'm gonna do another FOIA request now because I'm gonna put a complaint on you. Like, oh my god, dude.
Right. Anyway, so I want to address something real quick that has to do with what's going on here or what's been going on. While we were watching that, I went back and looked a little bit more deeper into the chat because that whole thing, whatever was going on a few minutes ago, I want to address it. I went back and I got caught up with what was going on. So basically what's happening is, this is all outside of this channel, but this is what was happening in the chat. So, Witch of Heart is sometimes on panel with Vegas Valley Transparency, and I guess Ham Banana was making some videos saying, "Hey, she's supporting this guy, and he's, whatever." There's this whole thing going back and forth, but So I guess apparently what happened was Ham Banana came in here, started giving her a hard time. Vestige of Peace was sticking up for Witch of Hearts. So that's why Ham Banana timed out Vestige of Peace. But for me on my channel, all of that stuff that's going on outside of here has nothing to do with what's going on inside. Yes, Vegas Valley Community Watch. Thank you. What's going on inside my chat, right? My fans, we all get along every morning. We're all here together, all the same people. It's a wonderful group. We all love each other. We get along fine, whatever we're doing it. We have David Perillo in here all the time. He's a pro Frauditor guy, but he's always here. Sometimes we get Rogue Nation in here, like
yeah, but Rogue. I was gonna call you Rogue. I'm sorry. Hez, this is like I told you. This is just a case of someone who like he truly right now because is his immaturity sees things like a tribalism. You know what I mean? Like he has that feeling inside of him. So to him, seeing Witch go to Vegas Valleys is some sort of betrayal to this, like to this tribe that he's in.
Our community, yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, he's young, and younger people, especially young adults, they take things a little bit more passionately, and he's gonna regret it. I don't think he's a bad kid. I just think that he's a little bit, he's a little wound tight. You know what I mean? He's a little emotional, and usually they're kind of hard to settle down. I know plenty of guys who are like him growing up that now are much more even keel. You know what I mean? They understand things a little bit better. I just chalk it up to him being a young dude. Not saying he's.
I've always respected him. I even have a Ham Banana card in my card set. Like I've never had a problem with him, man.
Yeah, because that's what I mean. He's not a bad kid. It's just that he's a kid, though. You know what I mean? You get it, right? You get what I'm saying? It's just
because everyone keeps saying, "Oh, but he's 30. He's 30," and it's like, yeah, but let me tell you something. I'm 50 now, and I'll tell you for sure. When I was 30, I was way immature compared to what I am now. So I get what you're saying, but again, I'm not trying to. Well, you know what, Witch of Heart, though? I'll tell you something. Right now, I'm working on Series 2, and on Series 2, I'm going to try and, get into all the people I didn't cover in the second one. So it's coming. It's coming. Believe me. But anyway, yeah. So if Hamilton is still in here, I just want to say it's nothing against you personally. Okay, that I took your wrench away. It's because this is, in my chat room, this is, I don't want to use the term safe space because that's like, the SJW thing and all that, but this is kind of like a safe space. This is like, because I'm here 5 days a week, we have become like a family. We're the same people. We're here every morning. We get along. It's all good. And, we'd be more than happy to welcome you into the fold. Obviously, I've been on your streams. You've been on mine, and it's always been good. So that's it. Let's stay.
I just think it's an entirely, dumb thing to have a hang up on somebody because you had a disagreement once. And the thing is that that's what everything stems from. He is trying to make Witch a bigger enemy because when he went on their show, he acted a fool and it didn't look good on him. So honestly, I just think this is what a young man does, or like a younger kid. Is he really 30? I don't know. Somebody would have to show me that because I heard him on Playboys in Crime. He sounds like he's like barely 20. Like I swear,
he does look really young. I'll give him that.
I don't believe that he's 30. He might be younger than that. And I'll chalk that up to immaturity too, lying about your age. He's just, to me, he's just like a kid. I couldn't even take him seriously, We were on that panel. I couldn't take him seriously because he just sounded like a kid that wanted to be silly, like, okay, that's cool.
Well, no. Here's the thing, though. I don't want to turn this whole thing into a Ham Banana smashing party or just attacking him because again, I personally don't have a problem with him. I never did. No, I know. It's just if he's still in here, I just want to make sure that he understands and everyone understands. Like, I try to keep a certain level of
Hez, we get it.
Decorum within my chat room.
You like Ham Banana. I'm not saying I don't like them. All I'm saying is that when it comes to the audience, the crowd that we got right here, we're a little older. We're a little bit more, like we're not like that. If he would probably feel more comfortable like in Oleg Welch's chat, because there's younger people in there. I'm just saying, he is a young guy. There's generational gap. He's gonna be a little bit more antsy. He's gonna be a little bit more passionate about things, and that's just the way it is. I see this, dude. I see this all the time. Like when I go to the park and I'm playing basketball, I see these 18-year-old guys. They get upset because one guy's staring at them. Why are you staring at me, man? Why are you staring at me? You know what I mean? It's like, what the hell? But that's how they are. I forget. I was like that too. I remember being in football and being a big old jock and stuff. So
Right.
it's just kid stuff.
You know what, though?
Honestly.
You know what? Here, let me say this. Graham just made a good point. All right, it happened. Let's move on. It's done. We get it. I made my point. It's just, again, I wanted to address it because it's something going on in my chat. And
For the record, I tried earlier doing that. Just
yeah. But yeah, so let's just move on. It happened. It's over, and that's it.
You want to talk to Regan?
Well, no. What I wanted to do is I wanted to play this new Familia TV video because this is another good one, and Familia's always got great stuff. So let's go ahead and let's get back to the show. Yeah, letting all this drama derail my show. Dag nabbit, here.
You decided to feed that wolf.
I love all of you guys. Okay, I love you all. Thank you for joining us. Yes.
Have you? Hang on. Have you seen? You know who Frauds or Facts is?
Who do what?
Frauds or Facts. You know who he is?
Oh, Facts or Frauds. Yeah.
Facts or Frauds. Did I say it backwards? I'm sorry. Did you see his last video?
No. What was it?
Put that one on.
Oh, all right. Let's see. I have a request. Let's see. Facts or
Everybody's not like this. If you haven't seen it, don't say nothing. People who haven't seen it, you're gonna love it.
From 4 days ago, Sovereign Citizen and
it should be. He hasn't put anything new since.
Oh, okay, all right, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let's. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, I haven't seen this one, so this is going to be new to me. And let's see what we got. Yeah, there we go. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. See, fun times. Here we go. Let's get this here. Is this the one, Jerry? Is this the video? Jerry, you're muted.
Yeah, it is. Just let it run. Just let it run.
All right. This better be a good one, man.
I think it's perfect.
So I'm trying to figure out why these Native Americans are so upset. What are they mad about?
And welcome back to Facts or Frauds. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, you're subscribed, and ring that bell for notifications so the next time we make a video, you can be in the live chat with everyone else and leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think.
So I just have a little question. So I'm trying to figure out why these Native Americans are so upset. What are they mad about?
Oh, what are we mad about? Well, Tanisha, let me tell you. Claiming our heritage, claiming our culture, claiming our ancestry. All the while, you don't know a thing about either one of those. But you're still claiming it. Why would you do that? Why aren't you proud of who you are and where you come from?
Well, I want to know one thing. Well, maybe two. But what I'd like to know first, where the was y'all Native Americans at during this Trail of Tears, alleged Trail of Tears? Where did y'all come from?
Where did we come from? Listen, Miss West, I think your educational system may have failed you, or you have failed it, because this was taught during your history classes when you were a kid. It's not an alleged trail of tears. It actually happened. The Indian Removal Act actually happened. It's in history. It's there. How do you deny that? I guess the same way you deny slavery, right? But that didn't happen either. Just a figment of our imaginations. Go figure. Then why are you asking for reparations, huh?
Secondly, we don't even got to go back that far, but I'm going to go there just for this one thing regarding that Trail of Tears. When did slaves have time to stop marching to grow corn and potatoes for the Irish and then walk their asses the rest of the way to Oklahoma to go and be civilized?
This is such a crock of sh.
All right, now you're saying slavery did happen, but it just didn't happen the way we think, maybe? Because we made them stop to grow potatoes for the Irish potato famine that had nothing to do with us while we were dying on the trail to Indian territory. Have you listened to yourself, Tanisha? Please stop this, rewind that part, and think about what you just said. Really. And while you're sitting back and thinking, here's a story that rings true still today.
All right. All right. All right. That was cool. I like that, actually. Yeah, it got a little slow, but the ending did, you know,
I
which
forgot
wolf
that he
is going to
doesn't read
win? The one that
the
you
caption.
feed. Cast Graphics, what's up? Let's see what
I
else
thought it
we
was
got.
poignant.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I like that. It's just the pacing was pretty
Well, I'm
slow.
sorry. That was kind of on the fly thinking, but I just thought it.
No, that was great.
I thought it would be a good lesson for today.
Especially that lady, the crap she was saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got to say hello to Quiet Lamb, who is in no way related to David Prillo Jr. and has never met him and has no idea who that is on any level, and it's definitely not his sock account, guaranteed. Cody, Dawson Datran, what's up? Let's see, Edward Kedler. Anyone else I didn't say hello to? Cast Graphics.
How can somebody call himself a quiet lamb? Be as anything
because
as
because everyone always times him out, right? So he's like, okay, I'm just a quiet lamb. Nobody bother me. Nobody time me out. He's saying, who is this Perillo guy? He has no idea.
They want you to be yourself, but at the same time, you know what you're doing. We don't got to tell you.
Yeah, it's cool. Anyway, to just for the record, that is theoretical. I can't guarantee that it's the same guy, but it is. Nikki Red, what's up? So yeah, for those of you who are just joining us, I started the show today with some banger stuff. We had Denver Metro Audits went live yesterday with the city council meeting, and it was great because all the people who spoke, most of the people who spoke at the city council meeting were complaining about what Regan Benson and Denver Metro Audits have been doing in the city council meetings the last few weeks. So that was really fun to see. See, Quiet Lamb, he knows what's up. He's definitely David, and he just admitted it. Y'all miss me, admit it. You're still talking about me after I was gone. Yeah, because you weren't gone. You were.
And now we will never talk about David ever again.
Yeah, right. ATV Thunder, by the way, is in the house. I haven't seen him in a minute. Oh, Thunder. Yes. Oh man.
You know what? I simultaneously love and hate his name because when he comes in, we're like Thunder, but then I just want to keep going. I'm like, it was cold in the middle of the railroad track.
That's so awesome, and that's such a great story too. The way that when their singer passed away, that voice is so unique. They were so lucky to find Brian, and that he can actually do that. Because man.
My cousin lived through those years, and he said that there was even a controversy saying that they just made it up, that he didn't actually die.
Well, you know what happened? I think the big conspiracy theory with AC/DC was that Back in Black was their best-selling album. In fact, to this day, it's one of the best-selling albums of all time.
Awesome
album. Yes, but that was the first album with Brian, and the conspiracy theory was that Bon Scott wrote all those songs, but then they brought Brian in instead and gave him writing credits of all of Bon Scott's old songs. And that's where this whole thing started with all these conspiracy about how Winnie died.
I mean, it's an interesting theory. Who knows if the album would have been just as good,
Right. Well, I mean, the music, the parts that the band actually wrote would be the same. It's just the lyrics would be different, right? So
yeah, maybe the way the songs are put together, because the singers have to put in the bridges and all that stuff.
Right. Let's see, Edward. Facts or frauds is not Uncle Artie. Believe me, they're not the same guy.
I used to think facts or frauds and unclean hands were the same person.
Yeah, sometimes some people sound similar. I've had people tell me that, "Hey, are you the same guy who does whatever?" I don't even know what they're talking about. I'm like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about, people.
Come on, His. You know they told you, comic book guy.
Comic book guy, no. Great, because I know like every reference he makes. I got I used to have over 30,000 comic books, but there was a flood that destroyed about half of my collection. So now I only got like 8 or 9 boxes left.
I'm not surprised.
Very depressing. Fantastic Four #1, and that got destroyed in the flood. Ugh.
No, yeah.
Anyway,
I know a lot of people who are into writing that when they were younger they had comic books, they had novels, all kinds of like reading material.
Yeah, that's good. That's how you learn. You read.
What?
Yeah, right. These guys don't read. Frauditor. There's only one book that any frauditor should read, and that everyone here needs to read. And this is here. I'm going to bigify myself real quick. I know. See, I got to start advertising myself more. My book, The Frauditor Handbook by Hezokuai Jenkins, How to Suck at Life. Link in the description below. You can get it at Amazon. It's legit.
Don't forget about your shirt.
Yes, and I got behind me, I got my Hezokuai, and I'm wearing a Hezokuai shirt, and I got one on the wall in my merch store. I'm working on making the hashtag Rash shirts right now. And then finally, of course, and if you're interested in this, you have to email me because I can't sell it direct, but I have my card set. I got my my Frauditor cards versus my hero cards. And again, if anyone's interested, I got blue bacon's in there. And you know what? I'll even share my there it is. I got my ham banana card. Yep, I sure do. He's in there.
That is not a 30-year-old.
Got my Frauditor troll card.
Don't forget Judy Johansson's painting. Don't forget Judy Johansson's painting.
Oh yeah. And see behind me this painting on the wall, for anyone who doesn't know, that one of my fans, Judy Johansson, painted that for me. Custom, and sent it to me as a Christmas present. I appreciate it so much. I love you guys and the support and everything. Supposedly, I got more stuff coming. We'll see what happens. Just throwing that out there since we were talking about books. I got to plug my book, The Frauditor's Handbook. It's funny. It's great. And it's a book that all frauditors should have on them at all times, so that they'll know what's going on with everything.
Did you promote the Kick Cap?
Oh, and yeah, Kick gave me a hat. See, everyone's always so nice to me. Kick gave me a hat. It's beautiful. A Kick hat. I got the best supporters, man. Like, my fans include some of the best creators. I got Kick there. And then over here, I got a Frauditor Troll shirt. And I got a Debos Nation shirt. Like, yeah. I got all the best community. See, we're the best community, dagnabbit. That's why I want us to stick together and not fight over, whatever nonsense people are getting into arguments about.
We're the best ones, but right now we're number 2 in crime.
Yeah, right. We were number 1, now we're number 2. Yes, Moors are delusional, Edward. Absolutely. It's funny because they seem to believe that they think that the whole thing came from, like, they came before the land bridge that the Native Americans crossed over during the Ice Age. Like, that's what she was kind of getting at there. Like, their beliefs are insane.
Yeah. And it's all because you know what it all comes down to? They will believe that insanity just because they're lazy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm serious, that's what it is, because it's like they rather pay $50 for some card that's gonna pretend to be their registration for their car than just pay the actual registration.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. And then of course they don't want to buy a house; they want to just go in someone else's house and say it's theirs.
Yeah. Furnished.
Oh man. Oh well. Let's see where are we at here. Just catching up on the chat. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. All right, sorry, just getting caught up. All right, so I think we're probably gonna. I got one more video I wanted to show. Like I say, it was going to be that Familia TV video. So I'll go ahead and we'll play that out. Maybe discuss that a little bit more at the end, and then that's after that. We'll pretty much probably wrap it up for today, and get back on tomorrow. And again, the footage I showed of the DMA thing and the meeting yesterday and all that. That was the raw footage, but I am working on a video that I'm editing using that footage that's going to tell the entire DMA saga. You know, I'm calling the video called the DMA. What's the name of the town he's in?
Colorado?
Well, that's the state.
Oh,
What
yeah.
town? He's Denver Metro Audits, but it's Sheridan, Colorado. It's going to be the Sheridan, the full Sheridan story.
I've lost some brain cells, dude, since dealing with these people, man.
Right? You listen to them talk all day and it makes you stupid. That's why you got to read. All right. Also, someone said something in here about I should get a poster with all the cards on it, kind of like they have like with the Pokemon cards and stuff. I'm also working on right now because I never had when I originally made it. It was meant as a novelty. And I didn't actually have like a game set up for it. But people are like, hey, we actually want to play these cards, you know? So what I'm doing now is I'm almost done. I'm creating like a sheet, like a paper you could put down that'll
template?
have,
Like a template?
Yes, exactly. And what it's going to be is it's going to be set up where there'll be spaces for your cards to put. And there's going to be 3 central locations. There's going to be a post office, a police station, and a city hall. And then you use your Frauditor cards to attack those places. And then you use your hero cards to try and stop the Frauditors from getting in. So that's what the game's going to be based on. And the winner's going to be whoever can take over the most spaces, whether it's the, city hall or the police station or whatever. Anyway, it's without the actual physical graphic, it'll be easier to understand once you see that. But that's what I'm working on with the cards right now, to literally actually turn it into a real game. So in the meantime, let's get into this video. And again, that'll probably be the last one we show for the day. This is called Frauditor Likes to Harass the Law Enforcement Officers and the public until public goes hands on, and then they're kissing the law enforcement officers. Hey, $$. I love it.
All right. Hello and welcome back to the channel.
Hello and welcome back to the channel.
I put together that I think everyone will find interesting, and the reason that I put.
Oh, and real quick, one last thing I want to say before I play this through is just for the next maybe minute or two, I'm going to be AFK. So if I don't say anything, there's nothing wrong. I didn't forget to mute. I got to go potty and stuff.
These videos together is in my last.
What does AFK stand for?
That is crafting a bill that will pretty much make certain things that these frauditors are doing illegal. Okay, and I think the majority of us pretty happy about it and will support that. Now, again, I say the reason that I figured I'd throw these videos together is because in that video and under the comments, I had an individual comment that unfortunately that law, when it comes into play, unfortunately, not only does it affect the frauditors, but it will affect some of us good people as well. It's a shame that it has to go that far. Now, that's not word for word, but that's what it meant. That comment was referring to, I should say. Now, mind you, I agreed with that individual. Totally agree. But now keep in mind now that something's got to give now. Now, something definitely has to give. Now it's been I don't know, this has been going on for a while now, a few years now. When do we the people say enough is enough? When do we people stand our ground and say that's it, man? I'm tired of being harassed by these individuals. Now, some people may find that being recorded is not really being harassed. But if you include all the other bull crap that these guys do, throwing little jabs at you and so on, you just got to look at the big picture. That's the way I see it. Again, I say, I think everybody has that right to not be bothered by anybody. Damn it, anybody. Now, I understand. I said it in many of my videos. When we're out in public, like walking out on the sidewalk, we're going to a particular, we're running an errand, okay? We're going here, we're going there. Granted, we're all fair game. We're being recorded by businesses and the government as well, okay? It's fair game, right? But now, when you go into a particular location to conduct business, I think it's a whole different ball game. Okay. Now, mind you, these frauditors just don't go into government locations to harass the public as well as the public employees. You have a lot of them, such as this frauditor who goes by the name of Slow County Observer, aka Gabriel Rojas. Now, mind you, Gabriel was he has a habit of going to industrial parks, locations where it's strictly private businesses. And look, no bull crapping now. I've seen plenty of his videos. You'll have like a line of businesses right on the block or whatever, 8 to 10 businesses. He will go from one business to the next business to the next business. And his method of operation is standing in front of the business and just record them. Aim the camera at the business inside of the windows if they have glass windows and record. Now, again, some of you may find that that's not a big deal. It's harmless, okay? But you got to be in that business's shoes to kind of see what it's about. You have somebody that's aiming their camera at your business for X amount of time. Curiosity is going to kick in. What's going on? Why is this guy recording my location? And then they will attempt to communicate with the individual. Hey, why are you recording my business? Did we do something wrong to you? And what response they get, it's either the silent treatment or mind your business or some cocky ass comment. Now, these are frauditors. Mind you, that they say they're educating the public on their rights or they're bringing public awareness of recording. I don't see how the hell they're doing it because, again, I say when people approach them and ask them why the hell they're being recorded, they either give them the silent treatment or the screw off deal, right? So, again, with that individual who commented, I wrote, it's unfortunate that I agree. Okay, that bill when it if and when, now mind you, that state rep is trying to craft it so that it lines up with the Constitution, so nobody could turn around and scream that their rights are being violated. Okay, but I think we could all agree that something has to give, something has to be put in place, not only to protect the public employees but the people as well. Okay, nobody wants more laws. Okay, but something's got to give, or people are going to start taking matters into their own hands. Now, I picked out a few videos here. I want to give you an example. First of all, for those of you that might not be familiar with Gabriel, I want to show you how he likes to screw with law enforcement. Now, he had a bunch of videos that he done of people that were getting pulled over for DWI, and he would go in there. Again, I always said, cop watching, if done properly, I think it's a good thing. You're keeping an eye on the officers. The officers feel that let's do our job properly because the public is watching us, okay? As well as that if something goes wrong on either end, either on the person that's being apprehended by the police or if something goes wrong with the police, well, here you are. You have evidence on your camera there that can be used as evidence, right? Well, again, these frauditors like to put themselves into the scene. They like to insert themselves in the scene. So let's start the video off on him screwing with the officers, interfering in their job, let's say. And I just want to give you an example, a taste of his method of operation. Let's start this off.
This guy's volunteering a lot of info.
Any information, contact just deal with it.
You're not required to do any tests, man. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. Just saying, man. You're not required to do these tests. Closer than I need to be. You don't have to do these tests, by the way.
Gabriel.
All you gotta do is breathalyzer.
Gabriel. You're more than welcome to be here and film, but you can't be interacting with people we're trying.
I'm not. I can speak freely, man.
Okay.
Freedom of speech, dude.
I just need you to back up. That's it.
I'm fine. Breathalyzer's all you gotta do. That's all you're required to do.
Hey, what's your name, sir?
What?
What's your name, sir?
Oh, he was just saying Gabriel.
He's a Gabriel. Okay. I'm Officer Davidson.
What's up, man?
I don't think I've ever met you before.
Okay.
During field sobriety test, it's very important that they listen to the instructions because it's all part of the FSTs. So if you mind, you have every right to film. Do you mind just staying quiet for us while I go through this process?
Well, you know, everyone has the freedom of speech, man.
Absolutely.
They can speak freely.
Don't speak to
I'm
me.
not talking to anybody. They could, you know, all you gotta do is breathalyzer. I could say that all I want, you know.
Well, if you're going to keep talking, I'm going to keep asking you to back up again.
You can keep asking all you want, man.
You want him recording again?
Yeah, so dude.
Here for your protection, bro. All you gotta do is breathalyzer. That's it.
Didn't ask for your help.
Express and do what he wants. It's all right. I don't care.
Okay. Sounds good.
They're gonna try to make you do field sobriety tests. All you have to do is a breathalyzer.
What's that?
They're gonna try to make you do field sobriety tests. All you have to do is a breathalyzer.
I'm not cool with that, man.
Just want to let you know.
I have nothing to hide.
Cool, bro.
Who's your car insurance company?
You're not required to take these tests.
Go ahead and do your best to
You're not required to talk.
You only have to take a breathalyzer. That's all you have to do is a breathalyzer. I'm not interfering. Freedom of speech, man. I'm not trying to interfere, but someone needs to let her know that she doesn't have to take these tests.
I'm family of cops. I know what I'm doing.
You don't have to take these tests. That's all I'm saying. All right.
Gabriel, I need to be able to get her instructions. If she starts focusing and listening to you, that does mean that you're obstructing and delaying this investigation.
He's good. We're good. I'm good.
If you want to, I can speak freely, man. I have the right to speak freely.
Yes.
Not if it starts interfering and she's not able to follow the instructions because you're talking.
I can say words, man. You can't stop me from speaking.
What I'm going to have you do is come over here.
You're gonna want to get this job.
Okay.
What's the story? He's my roommate. Right?
Oh, is he your roommate?
I go talk to you ride or
He doesn't have to do these field sobriety tests.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you're just filming?
Yeah, I'm just filming.
What do you have to do?
These are all
officer?
voluntary, man. You don't have to do these.
Officer, cop watcher.
Yeah, tell him. Yeah, tell him his rights, bro.
From what I've noticed, and it's kind of messed up, but when I tell someone they don't have to do this and they do it anyway, they're usually drunk. They're usually like, you know what I mean? So I've said it multiple times, you know, I've said it loud, and yeah. You're only required to breathalyze.
So you would think that someone would support the idea of getting drunk drivers off the road instead of just hollering at them about how they have rights not to do that and blah, blah, blah. It's anyway, that's enough of that because that's a bunch of idiots anyway. Doc Danger, what's up? Good to see you. Glad you're here. For those of you who just joined us and missed the beginning, you might want to rewind to the beginning because at the start of the show, I had this whole thing.
On a very special Hezokuai
Yeah.
the Destroyer.
Yes, very special episode. We went back and looked at DMA because I'm sure you know when Regan Benson went up there and at the city hall meeting and screamed and hollered and hooped sounded like a banshee. Well, yesterday there was another city hall meeting in Sheridan, and a lot of the people who came up to talk about how offended they were by her and how the community out there does not support what these idiots are doing and are actually against it. What's up, KTZ? And it's also, that's the subject of my next video. I just showed the raw footage that I'm using to edit my next video. So that's going to be good. Yes. Anyway, that's that. But at this point, I think I'm pretty much going to wrap it up for today. I covered all the issues I wanted to, and I want to get back to finish editing that. Thank you, Jerry, once again for joining me. It's always great to have you up here.
It's always fun, man.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Everybody, thank you guys all once again, and as always for being here. Love you. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you guys so much. I love my mornings with you, my morning crew. So anyway, until next time. Yeah, I'm all shook up. Yeah.